Hey guys, Lindsay here. Don't mind the messy wet hair and no makeup. I just took a shower. I'm getting ready for work. But I wanted to do this kind of impromptu video because there's been something that's been weighing on my mind and I felt like I needed to share it. And after this, I'll take a break from sharing videos for a little while, except maybe I might do one this weekend when I do my grocery shopping trip and my meal planning because my daughter, she really wants to help me with that. So you'll get to see a little bit of her and my kids. They want to be a part of this too. And you know what? I'll include them. So anyway, what I needed to share with you is something that was brought to my attention a few weeks ago. A little background. This information came from my sister. My sister and I are very close, and I really, really value her opinions and her judgment. And she's very intelligent. She's a pharmacist. So is her husband. I also have a pharmacist on the other side of the family. My husband's sister and her husband run a pharmacy. She's not a pharmacist, but she's a pharmacy tech, and her husband runs a pharmacy here, and it's a very well reputable pharmacy here. My sister and her husband own and run a few pharmacies where they live. They're in a different state. However, my sister over time has made a lot of changes in her life since she's had children, and she really pays attention to the things that she uses in her home now because she wants to keep our children safe. And she knows I'm the same way. I've looked into things like natural cleaners, home remedies that don't use a lot of medicine and things for our kids. And for myself as well, because I don't want to have to deal with all those medications, because then it just makes you feel like you're kind of bogged down. And you almost feel like you have to detox after you take like a bunch of like maybe antibiotics or whatever. So with that being said, my sister brought to my attention that there's so many products put out on the market these days that maybe are not being tested to their fullest, I don't want to say potential, but they're not being tested fully. They're being tested just enough to be put on the market. Now, I checked on some of the things that I do have in my house, and I'll give you an example of one. The air freshener I use. I will not give you the brand at the moment because there may be other brands that have this issue, but I don't want to dog on any company right now. But I'm going to tell you my experience. The air freshener I've been using in my home. I checked it and I was hoping it wasn't true, but I checked a couple sources and I'll tell you what I found. The most toxic chemical in that product is the chemical used for the fragrance. The fragrance, the reason we buy the product, is the most toxic part. So I will admit I still have some in my own bathroom, but it doesn't get used as much. So sometimes I'll just spray my perfume or whatever. But I did start looking at more of the things that I was buying and realized there were so many chemicals we're putting in our house that could be affecting our health. And, uh, because my kids are always having issues with their sneezing, their coughing. I don't think they get sick that often, but they'll tell me they have a headache more often than not, and they just don't feel well. And, with my health issues myself, with my Crohn's disease and things like that, I have to be careful, with what I eat, but I didn't realize there's things that I'm putting in the air and on the surfaces of my house that they could be affecting me as well because there's just so many different chemicals in these things. So, and being a person that likes a more natural side of life, like for instance, right now I don't have any makeup on and I'm making this video to go public. But since my sister knew that about me, she introduced me to a new online wellness company. And no, I don't sell anything with this company. I'm just a shopper. I did, however, become a preferred customer, which it helped with the discounts because I love to save money and I save a lot of money doing that. But this company doesn't require me to sell anything to get these discounts. They just, they encourage you to share it with others. So that's what I'm doing because I've used some of the products and I'll be honest, I do think it's making a difference. My kids are starting to feel better. Just in 1 week of using the products, my kids are complaining less often. They're actually in better moods. And maybe it's not the products that are doing it, maybe it is, but I have some peace of mind that I'm not putting so many chemicals in my house. The products are made from mostly natural ingredients and anything that has been deemed super safe on the market. So that's why they're called a wellness company. They're not like an organic, strictly organic, but there are a lot of organic products and natural products in some of their, or I should say natural ingredients in some of their products. But so yeah, I started using some of these products and I see a difference. And because they're online, it saves me time. And I'm pretty much spending the same amount of money I was spending before, but I'm not going out. My kids aren't begging for stuff in the store. Um, I mean, I'm not one that really loves shopping. Sometimes I like a little experience of shopping with my kids, but like grocery shopping, I do it every 2 weeks. It's not my favorite thing in the world because then once I get everything, then you got to get it home and you got to put it all away. And I could be making better use of my time, like playing games with my kids, doing artwork, crafting, going on a date with my husband, things like that. So this literally takes me, I can sit down before I go to bed, place an order within, if I kind of have an idea what I want, I place an order within like five minutes. And the best thing about it is I don't have to worry that the products I'm getting have been sitting in a warehouse for weeks getting stale. When I place my order, it's pretty much means that my products are going to be made within the next couple days, and they're going to be fresh. Or maybe they were just made the day before. They made like an overabundance of something the day before, but usually they're made like based on order. So and you would think that would take forever to get your order. I think it takes like a week, and then I get my stuff. So one of these days I'll share with you some of the things that I use in my house, but they have all kinds of stuff in, and I don't want to push this on anyone, but I would strongly recommend that you take the time to do some research about the things you're using in your house and make sure you're using what's safe, because I know for me, I want to live a long life and I don't want to find out one day that all these toxic chemicals I was using shortened my lifespan, even by a couple years. But I want to feel good. I want to be happy, and I want my children to live long and have healthy lives as well. So just wanted to share that with you this morning, and maybe it opened someone's eyes to looking into that. If not, thank you for listening at least. So anyway, if you want a little more information about this, maybe comment on my video, or look me up on Facebook. Just at least, if you're going to look me up on Facebook, send me a friend request or a message. I have my messenger open to anybody. You just have to wait for me to accept it. But search me on Facebook, send me a quick message. Maybe I can give you my email through there and we can correspond that way. But and this doesn't even have to be if you want to be part of this shopping experience I had. If you just want a little information about maybe how to research these things, or maybe you want to ask me about what I've researched, or maybe anything that I have changed in my life and my lifestyle, that's fine. Send me a comment that you're going to look me up, so that way if you do send me a message or a friend request, I can look for it and I'm not, ignoring it, or I don't delete it. So anyway, thank you again for stopping by my channel and listening to me ramble on about this. That just kind of, I decided to, drop it out there for you. So God bless everyone and enjoy your life.